Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with SBR contributor Jeff Grant. Today we're looking at that NFL AFC Championship game between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. What's going on, Jeff?
Very excited for this upcoming weekend, Dax. Of course, we have the college football championship game, the only football game on Monday, and then everybody's focus shifts to these two games on Sunday as these teams want to battle it out. There's going to be 4 teams turning into 2, and they will take on each other in the desert at Arizona Stadium.
Yeah, man, and I'm sorry to say it, but Old Man Payne was pretty much outplayed by Indianapolis in this last Sunday's divisional round matchup. I mean, Andrew Luck and company earned that impressive 24-13 road victory in Mile High, something that pretty much caught us all off guard. So, Jeff, in your opinion, man, I mean, do you think that we witnessed a changing of the guard in the AFC with Andrew Luck beating his predecessor, Peyton Manning?
It really was an amazing performance by the Colts, because they went down 7-0, and you thought maybe a tidal wave was coming, but it was clearly evident that Denver did not have it yesterday. They just did not have it. They never got going, no rhythm whatsoever. It was very surprising because when you look at these bye weeks now, I don't know what's going on, if there's so many distractions that players go through, more so now than previous years, previous decades, because of social media, and there's just more information around people that they lose focus on the task at hand. But I'll tell you, Indianapolis just looked better in every way, and I simply didn't see that coming. I was very surprised by it, but Peyton Manning had one of his worst games of his career. I could not understand what he was doing on the football field. Even as wide receivers, looking back at him, you never saw that. Occasionally you'd see it with a missed throw, a touchdown opportunity, but these were just 5-yard throws. The most important statistic in looking at the Indianapolis defense for this game after that division game win, Dax, is the fact that Manning was 6 of 21 against Indianapolis on Sunday of throws deeper than 5 yards downfield.
All right, but I do expect to see a little bit different from Tom Brady in this one. Anyways, a hell of a game between the Ravens and the Patriots last week. As you know, Tom Brady pretty much overcame a pair of 14-point deficits to outlast John Harbaugh's Ravens in that divisional round matchup. Now, of course, Harbaugh was claiming that there were some illegal plays that were done in the lineup. But if they were illegal, Belichick pulled them off wonderfully, man. Anyways, do you think that we could consider the Patriots as vulnerable favorites in this matchup?
New England was very fortunate to get out with the win. Obviously, when you go down by 14 points 2 separate times, you're not supposed to win those games, but it helps having that week off, having the type of personnel and coaching staff that New England has. They played an incredibly sloppy game, and I just don't anticipate that happening this time around. I expect a more focused effort, and it's all about the game plan for New England in the playoffs. When you look at how they attacked in their last game against Baltimore, they dropped back to pass 87.1% of the time in that game. That was the highest figure in the last 10 seasons in the NFL. Why I brought up that statistic with Manning, Dax, is the fact that Brady does not throw the ball downfield as much as people think he does. Really, the only guy that he will target is in play action and Rob Gronkowski of any pass that's going to travel downfield of 10 or more yards. I think that's the exact form what they're going to do here. You saw it in their previous postseason game against Indianapolis. This is what they call the LeGarrette Blount game. This could be the main storyline of the Steelers dropping Blount because he basically left the field early. New England knowing that they may face a team like Indianapolis in the future, and we all know what happened. So when you look, scored 85 combined points in the last 2 meetings, you got to figure the Patriots are going to score 35 plus in this one.
All right, Jeff, so what are we doing? We're going with youth or we're going with experience in this one?
I think it's hard to take this next step, Dax. We've seen it over years. Maybe different now. Maybe it's a real changing of the guard. But what I've known and experienced in the NFL in the playoffs, that we've seen these talented quarterbacks. You can look at John Elway. He did not have much of a running game. It took him a very long time. Then he got Terrell Davis, and they started winning trophies. Indianapolis, will they stick to the running game? I'm just not sure they'll have the opportunity to, because I expect New England to jump on them here. Also, most important thing in terms of the betting total of why it's so high, yes, you have 2 talented quarterbacks, but I think that signals doom for Indianapolis in terms of the point spread, because when you look the last 2+ seasons, New England at home with a total of 49.5 or higher, 10-0 straight up, 9-1 against the spread. I'm going to go with New England laying the 7 points against Indianapolis.
Totally agree with you, man. All right, Jeff, pleasure talking with you, man, and let's do this again next week.
Thank you.
No problem. And for SBR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.